Hi, guys. This is Dr. Jim Sharps again, President and CEO of the International Institute of Original Medicine, where our mission is to help you to live healthier, more vibrant, and more productive lives naturally. So let's talk about May. May is the month of renewal. You know, the trees are green, the flowers bloom, and our bodies are now ready to kind of shake off the stagnation of winter. But spring is a little bit interesting. It brings its beauty, but it also brings immune challenges like allergy season with the pollen all over the place. I just looked at my backyard, all the furniture filled with pollen. You don't see that, but your system is being impacted by that. So today I want to share with you some natural, effective ways to boost your immune system this May, so that you may embrace the season full of energy and vitality. So let's first understand why May is such an important month for immune health. I talked about those pollen levels, but there's also, the circadian rhythms are changing. You're changing, the temperature is changing, and it's kind of schizophrenic. It's going back and forth, and that's a challenge to the immune system. So let's talk about some of the things that you can do. First of all, let's eat what's in season. Now things are growing. You can align your health with nature by eating seasonally. May offers some powerful selection of immune boosting foods that are naturally rich in antioxidants, fiber, vitamins, minerals. Your body needs 8 minerals. It needs 84 minerals. And those minerals are in the variety of colors of the foods. And that's what you have the opportunity of engaging in during the springtime. So let's talk about some of these different colors. All the berries, like strawberries and blueberries, you got those different colors. They're very high in vitamin C and very high in antioxidants. Spinach and various other greens, the kale, um, collards, any of those greens, they are a powerhouse of nutrients and easy to eat. And you can put them in your smoothies, you can put them in salads, you can even steam them if you want to. But all of those green leafy vegetables are very, very powerful sources of minerals and protein building amino acids. Another one that's a favorite is asparagus. Asparagus really supports detoxification, really great for the gut, and it really has an ingredient that really promotes heart health. So that's a nice thing to kind of add into your dietary scheme. Carrot, here's another different color, the orange, the high in beta carotene. Any of those orange, yellow colors, beta carotene, that's a really powerful precursor to the immune supporting vitamin A. And then fresh herbs like parsley and mint offer very powerful anti-inflammatory and digestion friendly nutrients. So remember, food is medicine when it's whole, fresh, and unprocessed. And spring gives you the perfect opportunity to engage in the full variety and the full color of those seasonal fruits and vegetables. Okay, the second thing sounds kind of obvious, but really important is get your daily sunshine. That's the best form of vitamin D, and you really need that vitamin D, and it's better to get it from the sunlight rather than from capsules. If you have to, D3 it is a natural substitute, but that sunlight is really a powerful booster, and you only need about 15 to 20 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. Based on your complexion, the darker you are, the more you'll absorb it and hold it. So the lighter you are, the more time you might want to spend in the sun. But build up to it. Don't do it all at once. You don't want to burn yourself. So don't overdo it. And that morning sunlight is the absolute best. It also is the best way of building up your serotonin and melatonin stores, which will also help you not only with mood and health and vitality, but to sleep better later at night, also later on when you go to sleep at night. So if you can't get enough sunlight, consider that plant-based vitamin D3 supplement, especially if you've had low levels in the past. This is your opportunity to kind of build that up now. Now, third, spring cleaning. Not only are you cleaning off the furniture with the pollen and everything, but clean out your body as well. And you can do it gently and intelligently with a gentle seasonal detox. And unlike harsh cleanses, natural spring detoxifying protocols focuses on nourishing and elimination. So try this morning detox routine. Warm lemon water with some lemon, with some lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and just a pinch of cayenne pepper is really powerful for stimulating your digestion, waking up your system, and kind of revving up the immune system. And another thing, something that I do in the winter and the summer is a green smoothie with ginger, flaxseed. But the way I make it is I'll use either pineapple juice or tomato juice or apple juice, whatever is available, fresh if you can make it, but even, any of those juices. And you add the ginger, kind of mince it, put the flaxseed in there. And then I put power greens in there. So I get a blend of some 3 to different greens, and you throw that in there and you make a smoothie out of it. I like to put a pinch of blackstrap molasses, which is mineral dense also. And you can actually even throw a banana in if you want to. It's a nice, rich, nutrient dense food to rev up the system. And then there's herbs like nettles and dandelion, which support both the liver and the kidneys. So those are some things that you can do that kind of build up and detoxify the system during this season. Now the fourth one is take good care of your gut. There are over 70% of your immune cells are in the gut. So that means you really need to take care of the gut, and your digestive health is very important to your immune system. So you can incorporate also, you need variety in the diet. So put it, in this particular case, you can incorporate some fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir. Those are very good things to kind of help with and to build the probiotic and the strength of the immune system. You can use prebiotic foods as well, like garlic and onions, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And distilled water is best. And based on your size and weight, you want to have anywhere from, based on your size, again, 48 ounces to maybe even 80 ounces or 90 ounces. But based on your size and weight, the rule of thumb is half your body weight. But if you're on a high water content diet and eating a lot of watermelon, you don't need half your body weight. So be kind of rational, intelligent about it. But that water is very important. The body is 70 to 75% water. Is very important for carrying the nutrients to the cells, taking the waste away from the cells, and you can't function without without water. And that kind of leads me to this fifth one is, and let me just categorize this as breathing, moving, and sleeping. I kind of talked about the moving a little bit with the lymphatic system, but the breathing is very important. Your immune health isn't only about what you eat, it's about how you live. And so you need to breathe. So while you're out there in that fresh air, breathe deeply. You can take, and one of the ones is just conscientiously, you can start out, breathe to a count of 4, hold it for 4, and breathe out double that account. So 8. So you can start with 4, work to 5 to 6, whatever your capacity is. But that breathing is very, very important. It lowers inflammation. Your brain uses 20% of the oxygen in the body, so you get all what your brain needs. Then you have that residual left for the rest of the body. The liver has to have calcium, oxygen, and water to function. You'll get the calcium from all those mineral dense foods that we talked about earlier. You get your oxygen from the deep breathing, and we talked about water just earlier. So you can see how these things come together synergistically, and they're low intensity, very easy to incorporate into your diet and your lifestyle. Now, it's very important to move your body. So in this last thing, I want to encourage you to move 20 to 30 minutes. There's a variety of exercises. My son just told me that you can develop a nice little exercise routine based on your goals, objectives, your age, and develop a nice, intelligent exercise routine. And it doesn't have to be high intensity. It can be wall push-ups, assisted squats. It can be in the house, outside. You can get yourself a rebounder. You can, while you're outside doing your fresh air and sunlight, you can do a nice little walk. It improves the circulation. It engages the lymphatic system, which is really important for carrying the toxins of your body into the blood system, to move it out through the urine. So move your body. And then the last part of this fifth element is sleep. And it's best to aim for like 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. And it's very important to understand that each hour before midnight is worth 2 hours after midnight. But that's the only place where you do the repair of the body. You know, everything you do, walking, talking, reading, are what are called catabolic activities. You're burning up energy. And then at night is when you restore and rebuild. It's called the anabolic phase. And it's very important that you get sufficient rest. So those are 5 things that I wanted to kind of share with you. So let's not forget that with all of this, try to be uplifting in your mood. You know, laughter, prayer, joy, love, forgiveness. All of these things are part of God's design for keeping the immune system revving at its highest possible level. So be positive, be joyful, be loving, be prayerful, and add these 5 things. And then you basically are incorporating those 8 laws of health: air, water, sunlight, nutrition, exercise, rest. Now, one I didn't talk about, which is important, is kind of temperance. And that means says avoid the no-nos. So that law basically says what you want to do is you want to avoid those things that are harmful and do those things that are good for you in moderation. And then, of course, trusting in God's design, his natural laws of health. This is the most powerful system. These are the laws that make up this original health system, original medicine system that I talked about. So basically, I talked about some practical ways of using those things in a very powerful, empowering way to promote your health and vitality. So let May be that month where you have this beautiful opportunity to tune up using nature's natural rhythms, eating seasonally, soaking up the sunlight, supporting our detox organs, and living in harmony with God's most powerful system known to man for promoting and health and vitality, for strengthening your immune system and preparing your body now for that vibrant summer that's just right around the corner. So if you found this helpful, make sure to like us below, subscribe, and share this video with friends, family, associates, not only by using it with yourself, but you know, the things that we talked about, love and joy, it's about sharing it with others as well. So hopefully you found this helpful. And until next time, I want to remind you True health begins and ends with original medicine, the most powerful system known to man for preventing and reversing all chronic degenerative diseases, and the most empowering way to build up your health, a healthy, vibrant system, using God's prescription for health and vitality. So, hopefully, this was helpful. Enjoy May, enjoy the springtime, get ready for summer. And until I see you next time, I want to wish you health, happiness, and God's richest blessings. So until next time, bye for now, and God bless.